Hey guys, Insane Game Fit here. Today we're going to be playing some Dark Souls. Now, Dark Souls is... how do I put this? A game that wants you to rip the hair out of your freaking head. That's what kind of game this is. Because unless you find a good enough weapon and armor, then you are basically screwed. Like, I have this, like... I killed this, like... freaking boar that was made of metal, and I got a helmet of it. But problem is, if you have really good armor, you would think that you need all the most armor that can tank the most damage. Well, you're wrong, because you can roll in the game, but the problem is, if you have so much heavy armor, you roll like that. But if you have nothing on, you can roll like really quick. So you kind of want a decent amount of armor that can tank a little bit of damage, but can also make you very agile, which is kind of something you really you would really want, because you don't want to actually just have nothing on and then just die instantly. This weapon I'm using, the Grave Lord sword, actually... Alright. As you can see from the damage above their head, this thing does a crap ton of damage. It does 291 damage. That's a lot. And how I got it, I joined a, I think it was a faction. I'm not sure if it's a faction, but I joined something in a gaming sword. So I'm not putting up a guide or anything on how to get it. So, but this is the remastered version. I'm sorry to say, I forgot. Sorry. This is the remastered version of Dark Souls. Basically, we're gonna... oh, frick. Basically... give me a second. Sorry. Alright, sorry. Okay. There is... what I'm trying to do right now is I need to kill this huge freaking dragon, which sucks because he does one shot and instantly everything's on fire. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna... yeah! Frick, I missed! No! Don't do it! I think maybe next video will probably be... I'm gonna probably show off my room next video. I think lots of collectibles I've gathered. So maybe I'll probably show you guys, maybe. When you have like little to no armor in this game and you get hit with arrows, it's basically just it just stuns you, which really sucks. But for me, all it is just like a mosquito like tapping me in the back. This guy I hate, because he can kill you instantly. No, frick. That. Fricking come on. There's a dragon. Right there. Oh wait. As you can see, if you can see my face, this kind of looks weird. But you can be, and when you die, you become hollow, which means you can't really. Which means I can kindle a fire, which, oh frick, oh that's right. Five minutes. But you can actually, what you can do is you can use the humanity, which makes you human again instead of looking like a shriveled up prune, and then you can kindle a fire. And what that does is when you kindle it, it means your Estus, which is your your main healing thing, goes up more. So that way you can hold more Estus instead of having to hold 5. So say there's that boss battle and you need more health, or like you need more you need another healing item. You can actually kindle a fire, which gives you 10 Estus instead of 5, or you can use humanity, which gives you a full amount of health, but takes a little while longer to use. I don't know why, but I mostly use Estus, and if I run out, I use humanity. I want to try to get frick. No! 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 I just like turned around. I was like, "What are you doing in there?" Bah! All right. I'm gonna try to fight this dragon because he is like a real kick in the shins. Bang! You can also lock on enemies, which I actually like because, in case you're no. If you are, if there's like a tough enemy that you need to kill, and it's kind of slow when he attacks, you can actually, when you lock onto him, you can kind of slowly walk around him and you can backstab him, which, does a good amount of damage. If you have a high damaged weapon, you can actually probably kill him real quick. But sometimes there's always that low weapon that some people may have that takes a while for them to kill somebody. And I have no. As you can see, I'm poisoned, which means obviously what like poison would do in a game. It drains your health real slowly, little by little, and it's annoying. And I died. And also, the one thing that I do not like about this game, there are fireplaces, which when you sit down at one, it basically is just like a save point for you. So when you sit down at one and you die later on, you go back to that fireplace. Now sometimes it's good if, say, you're close to one and you're at a boss fight, and that's real easy because all you have to do is just, respawn, quickly run back to the place. But 2 problems I have with it. Well, actually, 3. 1. All those enemies that you killed right before you died to the boss fight all respawn. So, unless you were fighting this gigantic dude, so like a giant or something like that, and you fought him, which took you maybe 30 minutes to kill, to get to that boss fight, it's gonna take you another 30 minutes and more longer just to kill the other dudes, which really sucks, which I did not like. 2, if you were in a boss fight and say a dragon, and he is at a slither of health, but for some reason he kills you and you get angry and you're like, oh man, I died. Well, you know what? It's alright, because all I have to do is just go back in there and I can easily kill him again. You would think that, but no, because that's not how it works. You actually have to fight him all over again because he regenerates all that freaking health. And also, if you parry it at a good enough time, or at the right time, I should say, you can actually do a cool little slash with like any of your weapons, which looks really cool because you can actually just, like with the sword, you can just slice and dice somebody. Also, what I like about the dragon, he can kill every enemy that would be right near you, and it'll still help you, which is really cool. I like that. And this is what I like to do. Oh no! Oh god, no, he hit me. Drink your maple syrup, you fool! Oh frick! He flew back, which sucks. I don't like that. I'm going to try one more time. Maybe I'll be lucky. Maybe try not to get killed, or try not to get poisoned by frickin' rats. That hit me. That did hit me! No! No! Also, it's kind of weird, but you can actually, when you're hitting somebody in like a little tight corridor, your sword can hit the wall, but it'll still hit the enemy, which is kind of funny because if you have like a huge hammer, you accidentally hit the wall, you're like, oh crap, I missed. It's just, the game's like, ah no, you hit him. It's just like, you could have missed a mile away and still hit the wall, but you still got him, which I like that. So that way, I don't actually have to die. And you know what, I'm just gonna try to kill this guy up here. It's gonna be a big hassle for me, and we're just gonna sit up here. He's the master. Oh! No! 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 Yes! I got a Titanite chunk. That's all I got. No! Alright, hollow soldier shield. I have this and this. I do not need any of these, but I'm going to just hold on to them for a second. Ugh. No, not that way. No, climb. Climb, you fool. No! Frickin'! Everybody got poisoned! Dang it! Oh, okay, frick. Okay. Okay, that's the end of this video, guys. If you want more, more, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you want, tap the bell to get a notification. I'll be making new videos each week. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.